Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Shaw, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to show you how to use a TENS unit with inner, outer, or general ankle pain. We're basically going to show you correct pad placement. That's the main thing we're going to do in this video. At the end of the video, we are going to show you just a general treatment for ankle pain.
Sure.
We like to do that as a bonus.
Yes.
So, but the first thing we were going to cover is how to use a TENS unit. Well, Brad and I have used dozens and dozens of TENS units, and there are, I don't know, it seems like there's hundreds of TENS units out there.
There's a lot. If you Google it, they're all over.
Yeah, so, and a lot of them are really good. What we have found, though, that some of them don't have very good instructions. Some of them have virtually no instructions.
Sure.
And that's important. So we decided after a while that we're going to endorse one brand, and it's called iRelieve. And what we've done is we put together a series of videos on TENS unit. If you go to bobandbrad.com, go to our program section. Under the program section, you'll find TENS. Mm-hmm. Under the TENS, you'll find some videos, individual videos on 3 different models that we did demonstrations of.
Right. Step
by step. 1313, 5050, and the 8080. That's their numbers.
Right. So that's the introductory level. This is the 8080.
80, one of our favorites, by the way, 8080.
And the 5050 is wireless.
Yes.
No wires.
Yeah. And we have a link towards these units too, if you decide you want to buy one. If you are using the TENS unit from somebody else, you're going to just have to use their instructions because we can't cover all the instructions. Right. Along with the videos, we offer also a free PDF. That's a printout you can do.
Right, which is a big time saver. Yeah,
big time saver. So once you watch the video, you can just print out the sheet and it'll show you where to put the pads.
Right, kind of a review of the video.
Okay. So Brad, why don't we start off with, you're showing the unit here.
Yep.
And the typical unit has 2 leads. 1 lead, 2 leads.
There we go.
And each lead can hook up to 2 pads.
Right. So it takes 4 pads. You can use either 2 pads, we call that 1 channel, or both channels, and you use 4 pads, and we'll go through that in just a second.
Yeah, why don't we start off with the 2 pads, Brad?
Okay.
We're going to do inner ankle pain. So, yeah, there, and this is to indicate that he's got pain. That's not some growth he has on there or something.
Yeah, that's the painful area. We're going to use just the pads without the leads being hooked up, just so it's a little easier for this. So to start out with, there's more than one option, and it's going to vary from person to person. You can start with putting the 1 pad right over the painful area, and then the next pad, you don't want to put it too close, at least the width of the pad itself, or you can go a little farther, but you're not going to go up by your knee. So, 2 to 3 inches or so, and then you'll put that there, and then you'll go ahead and energize the unit and
there's
assess
really
how
not
it
room
works.
to go below it, is there?
Yeah, because you're going to be walking on that, and your foot is typically, if there's a sweaty area, they don't stick or conduct as well. So you want to stay away from that. So this would be a good option. You could leave it there. You could work it over here.
And go down below.
Yeah. If you want to go around the pain, which sometimes people have better success, you could go here or here. The nice thing, usually people don't have a lot of hair on this part of their foot. Up here is a different story.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Now we're going to go and actually...
One above, one below?
Right.
Or one below, one above?
There you go. Now, if you do have a hairy leg, you're going to find that if you shave the hair off, the pads stick better, they work better, and they last longer. But, just to try it out, you can do it without shaving your hair. You find out it's a good location, definitely shave your hair. And
a lot of times cleaning the surface with soap and water helps take the oils of the skin off.
Exactly.
Which also deteriorates the stickiness.
Right. I took a shower today.
Oh, good to hear that.
We're clear.
Something new. That was the first time this month, or?
Well, we don't want to talk about that, Bob.
All right. The thing is, the point we should have made maybe right away, Brad, is that there's no absolute correct way to put the pads on.
Right.
You're going to experiment to see which works best. Now, he did one above, one below. He can also do one side by side.
I guess the only exception is you can't put them too close together.
Right.
That would be. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Again, he's worked his way around it.
Right.
So, all right. Let's say you have general ankle pain. Then you would want to go ahead and use all 4 pads.
Sure.
And there's 2 ways that are very similar that you can do that. Brad's going to show you here method number 1. So, by the way, the yellow one indicates that's channel number 1 in our mind.
Right.
Your pads won't come colored like that. They're going to be just black and black, or maybe black and white, or white, I should say, not black and white, just white.
Right.
And we just did this so you can tell where we're placing the pads.
Right.
And so there's channel 1 and there's channel 2, and that forms kind of an X, is what you're doing there, right?
Right.
Or is that the cross?
Yeah, one way or another. The current actually goes from yellow to yellow and then green to green. They always do that, channel 1 and channel 2. So if you imagine that direction of current, it crosses each other, and that could be more effective to get a broader area. If you got pain all over, this may work much better.
Now, you could go and make it more like this, Brad, if you don't mind. I'm going to grab on there.
Oh, gosh, we'll be all right. There you go.
Boy, that water really did help these stick better.
Yeah, so Bob was just referring when these do get less sticky from whether it's dirt or too much hair or oils on your skin, you can use water to clean them up a little bit and refresh them.
Yeah, and you can use a washcloth or you can use your fingers, and they revitalized them. They really stuck.
Yeah, I'm amazed.
So now in this case, it's more of a X is what he's made now.
Yeah.
So again, that's just general ankle pain. You can put them over here more to get the front of the ankle more.
Right. Exactly. If the pain is on the top of the foot in a global sense, like Bob was saying, we could simply do it like this.
There we go. Now, the only thing we have left is we did inner pain, right? Ankle pain. Now we do outer, which is going to be similar to what we just did on the inner.
It really is. It's just a matter of...
You can put one on the pain, one above the pain.
Here.
You can put one below.
Down here. Probably not on the heel because...
you got the wrong one, Brad, though.
Oh, my goodness. I got the green. Sorry.
Yep.
One thing is over callus, I've found that it doesn't conduct as well.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
But you're probably not going to go over your... Because you don't want to put it on your bottom of your foot anyways because you're stepping on that, and it will probably interrupt with the...
Yeah, if you're trying to use it and you're going to try to walk, then you got
right.
Yeah, because we're going to show the bottom of the foot later, but you can't walk on it then.
Right. Yep. So there, again, we could put this over here. If you wanted to do all 4 2 channels, it's the same as the inner. You know, we can put it here and here. We can rotate it slightly. And again,
we'll have pictures of all these so you can take a look if you want to decide which one you want to try. There you go.
And these are getting a little close, actually. So the ankle, depending on how you place it, is going to be questionable, and it depends how big an ankle you have.
Yeah, and
some people are larger and stature.
And that's where you may want to stick with just the 2 pads.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah.
All right, the exercise. As a general treatment for ankle, we like to keep it moving. And one way to do that is we just have people do ankle ABCs.
Yes.
So basically, Brad always likes to say, let's say you take a piece of chalk and you would tape it to your big toe and you put a chalkboard in front of you. What I'm going to try to do is actually write out the letters of the alphabet in capital letters. So I'm going to go A, and then B, and then C, and you go all the way through, and you probably can't go all the way through because you're going to get tired.
Yep.
But it's a great way to move the ankle in multiple directions and planes and get some movement and even a little bit of strengthening.
And it gives you something to think about. Let's say the first day you do it, you only get to the letter D because it starts to become sore. Sure. And as the ankle gets better, in 3 days, you're already up to M. You get an objective sense of how much better your ankle's getting. And that's when it's pretty sore. So it's always worked good for my patients. So
Yeah, movement's always good for joints
Yeah.
as a general rule of thumb. It's good to get, it creates its own little lubricant, really, to a large extent. So you don't want to have a joint that just sits there.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
actually gets worse. So
I did want to mention one thing, Bob.
Sure.
When you're done with the pads,
oh yes,
keep the clear, this plastic sheet that they come on, keep that clean, and then you put them back on there
yes.
to maintain that cleanliness, because cleanliness is godliness when it comes to your
I think
electrodes.
cleanliness is next to godliness.
Next to?
Yeah, it's not.
Did I?
You said is godliness.
Well, perhaps I'm going to have to do a little research on that one.
All right, we'll see who's right on that. Thanks for watching.